Top climate diplomats from China and the European Union have met ahead of the COP26 summit. The goal is to firm up a commitment to curb global warming. Michael Voss has the story.
The United Nations Climate Conference COP26 in Glasgow is just days away, so there's considerable interest in the fact that senior representatives from the world's largest industrial groups are in London for face-to-face meetings. That includes the 27-member European Union, China and the United States. Now, China's top climate envoy, Xie Zhenhua, and the EU's Green Policy Chief, Frans Timmermans, are meeting behind closed doors in London. At the same time, earlier on Wednesday, China released its white paper on climate change. At a press conference in Beijing, China highlighted one of its major concerns, the fact that the richer nations are not doing enough to help the developing world in meeting the challenges of climate change. Back in 2009, the richer nations pledged that they would commit themselves to $100 billion a year by 2020. That was pushed back to 2025, and even that appears to be slipping. Now, China says this is one of the most serious obstacles to continued progress at COP26.
Developed countries should step up to fill the gap in providing $100 billion in financial support each year. This is a major issue related to mutual trust between developing and developed countries.
The white paper does repeat commitments already made by China to stop the increase in emissions peaking by 2030 at the latest, and that it would be carbon neutral by 2060. There were some additional facts that came out, commitments that came out of this. For example, the white paper said that it will increase its share of non-fossil fuels to 25% of total energy consumption by 2030. That's up from 20%. It also said that it would raise capacity for wind and solar. In a separate development, China's ambassador to Britain has written a letter to the British newspaper The Guardian, saying that China will honour its climate commitments and that it has already met its 2020 targets ahead of schedule. Michael Voss, CGTN, London.